G'day again, welcome back to Dad vs Son, and we're going on with Tournament Battle Pack number 10, Barbarossa Unleashed. It's 1941, we're on the outskirts of Minsk in Belarusia, and we have a meeting engagement between the two recon forces. Okay, and it's the Russians' turn. So the Russians start this turn with a recover, a rout, and advance. Another recover and another rout. And I would have to say, yuck. Okay. So now I have this bloke out here swinging in the breeze. Not real flash. So I think I may need to get him out of there. I didn't really want to. I was trying to get him in here before the Germans could get in there. Even just as a roadblock, but it's not going to work. And I don't want him to die too fast, so I'm going to use advance. I'm going to activate Sergeant Kovalev again. This guy is going to advance to this rear, so this guy can come in here. Like that. This militia will advance. Or won't he? Will he or won't he? That's not real flash. So if we advance into there with that rifle, he's going to be in line of sight as well. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to advance this militia straight into here. And again, he's just a little bit of a blocking force. Righto, and that's all they can do. So they get another card, and we're back to the Germans, who have 3 recovers, a fire and a fire, which is pretty damn fine. Do they want to fire at something? Okay, so they could fire from here into here, or here into here. They could fire from here into here, or from here into here, or from here into here. So there's plenty of options. And I think what they want to do is they are going to fire, and they are going to use spray fire. And I think what they really want to do is they're going to try and take out these here. Okay. So first thing they're going to do is shoot into these, and they're going to shoot for 6, 7, 8 into here. Now the hedge. Now, okay, there's no hindrance, but it gives 1 cover. Okay, so 6, 7, 8 into here and into here. So we have 8, and we have 8 is 16. So not a bad go. We'll go into here first. So we've got this guy who is 8, 9, 10, 11. And do I have anything to help him? And the answer is no. Okay. So he's 11 plus 6 is 17, which is great. This guy is 8, 9, and 6 is 15. So he is hit. Poor old Sarge. And then this guy here is 8. 9 again. And 5 is 14, so he's hit. Right. What else do they want to do? They have a fire and 2 recovers. So we could gain fire into maybe here or into here. But I think we're going to hold it, just for the simple fact that in case the buggers move, I want to be able to do something. So, 2 cards for the Germans, and we're back to the Russian turn. And the Russians have 2 recovers, 2 routes, and an advance. So the first thing they are going to do is they are going to recover themselves. So this recover. So we'll do this guy first. So we are 9. So he's good. We really need to get some foxholes or something. Or move. And this guy is 6 and 1 is 7. No, 6. And a no cover. Yep. And he missed. Okay. Well, that just sucks big time, doesn't it? So what do we do? What do we do? These blokes are just sitting here now. They can't do bloody jack. So I need to get them into some better cover. So I'm going to have to do this. Advance. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate Sergeant Kovalev and his people here. And we are going to advance this guy down to here, this guy over to here, this back to here, him back to there, and he will stay there for the, what do I want to, hang on a tick. He's good, he's good. Okay, he's going to come into here and they're going to go up there, like that. And that's all we can do. So, 2 cards for the Russians. Okay, so the Germans started with a fire, 2 recovers, and they've got 3, 4 recovers. Okay, righto. Okay, so they are going to fire. And again, they are going to use, spray fire. They're going to activate Sergeant Esser up here. And the idea is they are going to fire into here and here. So, primary will be here. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 into here. Yeah. So So we have 11 plus 6 is 17. And this guy is 9, 10, 11, 12. And does he have anything to help? Well, we do have concealment, but I don't think so. Okay, so 12 and 8 is 20. This guy is 8, 9, 10, 11. And 9 is wonderful. And this guy is 6, 7, 8. And we will use a concealment for him. So his fire he's taking now is 14. So he's sitting there for 8. And 5 is 13, so that was a waste of a card because he got hit anyway, which suckers bigger time. Okay, and this guy here can't be hit by him, I don't think. Or can he? Yeah, he can. Good, okay. So we've got the same into here, which is 17 for him. And he's sitting there for 7. Ooh, he's not hit. I forgot the one for the hedge. So he is actually suppressed. Yeah. Okay. And him is 8 and 6 is 13. So he's hit. Right. Okay. Which leaves the Germans with 3 recovers. And they get 2 more cards. And we're back to the Russians, who have a fire, a recover, and 2 routes. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to do a recover. So we'll get rid of this. This is 5. 5. Ouch. Oh, and he gets 3. He did it. Well done, little militia man. And this guy is 6. And 1 is 7. And he's failed. Okay, so now we have 2 routes and a fire. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use the fire. Ta-da! And we're going to activate Corporal Daniken, and we are going to fire into here or into here. Nope, we're going to fire into here. So our primary fire will be 6, 7, 8, 9 into there. Yes, 9. Plus 9 is 18, which is good. And this guy, first off, is 7, and 2 is 9, and 1 for the hedge is 10. And they have a light wounds they can use if they want. Okay, so they have 10, and 10 is 20. Wonderful for them. And we have 7, 8, 9, 10 again. And 12. So that's wonderful. Okay, so we go up to time 1. We do a reshuffle. There's no VPs because we're both recon. There is no defender. What else have we got? No sudden death, no smoke, no reinforcements, and nobody has a big in, so that's it. Okay, so let's see if we hit Sergeant SR. So Sergeant S is sitting here for 8. And 5 is 13, so he's hit. Right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try and rout him as our last order. So he's a 9. Whoop. And we get 9. Oh well, at least we suppressed him. Look at that. Just because they got 3 recovers, it's got nothing to do with anything. Okay. So 4 cards, sorry, for the Russians. And the first thing that the Germans are going to do is a recover. So here we go. So I'll get rid of this. Didn't last long. And a 9. And he's good. Okay. So now they have 2 recovers and 2 fires. So we're going to use this fire order. And we are just going to try and start getting some points towards the board. Okay. Let's see if we can open up a little bit of a hole here. Okay. We're going to activate Sergeant Esser here. We're going to fire into here, into the militia. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 into there. Yep, that's it. 11 plus 5 is 16. And we have nothing to help. So he's sitting there for 7 plus 1 is 8. And 7 is 15. So he's hit. Rightio. And that is all they want to do. And they will get 2 cards back. And we're back to the Russians, who started with a rout and now have a fire, a fire, a fire, and a rout. So isn't that wonderful? They can fire, 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 or rout. Right. Okay, so the first thing they're going to do is they are going to fire. And what we're going to do is just going to try and cut the Germans down a little bit this time. So we're going to activate Corporal Daniken and his band of people here. And they're going to go 6, 7, 8 into there. And they have nothing to help. So it's 8. Oh, and we jammed for a whole 10. Look at that. Bloody hell. Okay, and they're sitting there for 7, 8. And they're fine. Well, that was a pain in the posterior, that's for sure. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to rout me, because I want to get in away from there so I can try and fix him up later. So we have a 5, we get a 6. So he's going to route 1 to there. Is that worthwhile? Yes. And then that's it. We're not going to do anything more. So 2 cards for the Russians. Okay, so the Germans started with 2 recovers, a fire, a that-a-one, and a that-a-one. Okay, so they don't need to recover anything. Do they want to fire at anybody? Let's see. So they could shoot at him and try and knock him out. And that'd be first points on the board. Or they could shoot at him from there. Okay. So we're going to do that. We want to get some points on the board. So we're going to fire. We're just going to fire from here. Yeah. So we have 6, 7, 8 into here. So we have 8, and 8 is 16. And he is sitting there for 5 plus 1 minus 1, so 5. And yeah, I don't think we've got anything that'll really help him at all. No. Okay, 5 and 8 is 13. It's not enough, but what's the sniper going to do? And he hits at H8. And H8 is here. So, no, it does nothing. Righto. So, first points to the Germans. And that is worth 4 for them. Double points. The poo heads. Okay, and then they have 2 recovers and nothing else. Okay, so that's the end of their turn. 1 card for them. And we are to the H8. So our machine gun is broken as well. And destroyed. See, I did remember eventually. Okay, Russians have 2 recovers, 2 fires, and a rout. No bloody movement at all. One must say, poo. I don't know what to do. So now what we have is the Germans are happy to sit there because they have VP points and the initiative. And they're holding at least 1 objective. They're holding 2. So it all falls down to the Russians to do something. And it's having the cards to do it. And as per usual, the Russians cannot go realistically toe-to-toe with the Germans unless they have overwhelming firepower and overwhelming numbers where they can afford to give people away, sacrifice them to make an objective. But with double elimination points, the old human wave attacks and everything else are gone. So we need to whittle the Germans down. But the only way for me to do that at the moment is to put my people into danger to do it. Right. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a recover again to try and recover this gentleman here who is sitting there for a 7. And God almighty. The event is Walking Wounded. Select 1 eliminated unit. Return that unit to play in or adjacent to a random hex broken. Well, that's okay. So now this guy, first off, is there. And the hex is M4. And we get our militia back. So, in or adjacent to M4. So if I put him at L3, he's now in command radius. But broken. Right, so the question being is, we were recovering. The recover has not finished because we had an event occur. So can we recover this guy? And I believe we can, because the recover action or recover order is still in play. So we've only just tried this one and he has been suppressed. So I'm going to try and recover him. It's a whole 4, so it's not looking great, but no. Okay. Righto. So what do they want to do now? There is nobody to rout other than us. We can't do another recover. Do we want to fire on somebody? And I think the answer is yes, but are we going to achieve anything? Don't know. So we will fire. We're going to activate Corporal Daniken up here. So we have 6 plus 1 is 7 into there. That's it. So 7, 14. And this guy's sitting here for 7 plus 1 is 8. And 4 is 12. But they've got a sniper at E1. And E1 is up there, so it does nothing. So this guy is hit. And that's all they can do. So 2 cards for the Russians. And now the Germans have 2 relatively useless cards, a Command Confusion and an Artillery Request, 2 recovers, and another Command Confusion! Yay! Righto. So as much as I want to get rid of those useless cards, I'm going to have to recover first. Okay, so as we said before, this guy is a 7 plus 1 is 8. No, he's only a 7 now because there's no cover. It's only the line of sighty stuff. Am I going? No, he is 1 cover, sorry, because of the hedge. So 8. And nowhere near it. So that was just silly. And there's really nothing else they can do. So 1 card for them. Back to the Russians with a rout, a fire, a recover, and a move. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a move. And we're going to move. And we're going to move with what? I really want to move him. Get him going. Yes, let's do that. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And then we're going to do a recover again. So we'll do here. So we have 6 plus 1 is 7 minus 1 is 6. And that's good. He's back. Oh, sorry, it wasn't that anyways, because that gets lifted off first. Okay, I'm an idiot again. So we have this guy who's sitting there for 4, because he's on the bloody road. Still a dicky whacker. And that is 2. Do we want to shoot? And I think we have to. We want to try and kill that bloke off. So we're going to fire for our 3rd order. Again, it's going to be 6, 7 into here. So we have 7 and 7 is 14 again. And the event is hero. I can bring in the Russian hero. Right. Russian hero comes in right to here and rallies him, which is wonderful. So we've got 14 going into here, and he is sitting on, 8. Do they have anything to help him? And the answer is they do have light wounds. So So let's see what happens first. 8 and 6 is 14, so he is suppressed. Right, that's all the Russians can do. We'll do the German turn, and then we will stop it there. So 3 cards for the Russians. Okay, the Germans. So the Germans have a recover, which they may just have to use, a fire, 2 command confusions, and an artillery request. So look, I don't see anything else they can do other than recover, because they don't want to lose those points. So let's get rid of that. And again, we have 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 did absolutely nothing, and he remains suppressed in there. So I suppose what we need to do then is we need to fire, because we need to knock these down so they can't get here. Now, there's nothing else they can use to help. So it will be 6, 7, 8 into here. So it's 8 plus 6 is 14. And we are sitting there, and do we have anything to help? We have 2 concealments. Righto. So we'll do this bloke first. He's 9, 10, 11, 12. So I don't think we need anything for him. No. And then we have 8, 9, 10, 11. And he's good. And then we have 6, 7, 8. And we are going to use a concealment. So that takes it down to 11 that he's against, and that's good. Okay. Right. So the Germans cannot do any more. They'll get 2 cards, and we will come back with the Russian turn. Okay. That's it. Again, thank you very much. Hope it's not too boring for you. I'm hoping to get this little Russian off the board here. Again, he moves 4. Well, I might be able to if I go duh for 1. Still for 1, 2, 3, 4. He might be able to do it. Hey! But not this turn. Righto. So thank you once again, and I will catch you later. Bye for now.